Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Top 10 Tuesday. So this week's Top 10 Tuesday is going to be a little bit different than what I've done in the past. So this week, instead of doing a Top 10 related to Pops, I'm actually going to be doing something related to the Marvel Universe. So if you guys don't know, this week Avengers Infinity War comes out in theaters and I'm so excited. I can't wait. I've been binging the movies for like the last couple weeks, and Rebecca and I have been going over everything, theory-wise, and we're just so excited. So we sat down and went through all of the Stan Lee cameos that we could find, both from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and outside as well, and compiled a list of what we think is Stan Lee's top 10 best cameos. So guys, let's go ahead and dive on in. But before we do that, actually, let's talk about how we came to this conclusion. So we watched the cameo and we thought about how it pertained to the film in terms of storyline, functionality, if it was funny, and if it related to any overall concepts portrayed through the film, or if it was in the MCU to the MCU, and that's how we put the list together. So now we're going to get started. Coming in at number 10, we have Stan Lee's cameo in the very first Thor film. Now, to give you a little bit of backstory before we show you the clip, Thor's been banished to Earth, as has his hammer, and so his hammer has ended up in the middle of the desert, and there's a bunch of people trying to pull out the hammer.
Did it work?
Coming in at number 9, we have Stan Lee's cameo in Iron Man. So after Tony Stark has, or before Tony Stark rather, has gone to the Middle East to display his weapons, he goes to a little event, gala of sorts. And as he's walking up, he pats Stan Lee on the back and says, "Looking good, Hef," which he mistakes him as Hugh Hefner.
Hey, Tony. Remember me?
Sure don't. Look great, Hef.
Coming in at number 8, we have Stan Lee's cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So Rocket and Yondu and Groot are trying to get to the Ego's planet to rescue Peter Quill, and they're jumping through a bunch of wormholes. And as they pass through one wormhole, we see Stan Lee talking to Uatu the Watcher.
Oh, man. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, at that time, I was a Federal Expressman.
Hey, fellas. Hey, wait, where are you going? Hey, you were supposed to be my lift home. How'll I get out of here? Hey, gee, I've got so many more stories to tell. Guys. Oh, gee.
In number 7, we have Thor 2, or Thor the Dark World. So in this, Dr. Eric has kind of gone crazy after having Loki in his head. And so after he runs around naked at Stonehenge, he gets thrown into a mental institution. And he's teaching the people of the mental institution about the convergence, which is where all the realms line up. And he has borrowed a shoe from Stan Lee. And so this happens.
And all the other worlds would just pass us by. It's beautiful. It's simple. Any questions?
Yeah, can I have my shoe back?
Coming in at number 6, we have Captain America Winter Soldier. So in this film, Captain America is working for S.H.I.E.L.D. and he's doing a bunch of undercover stuff. And turns out that S.H.I.E.L.D. has become part of Hydra, or rather that Hydra has infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. over the years and taken over Hydra from the inside. So at one point they're trying to kill Nick Fury, and who else shows up but the Winter Soldier, who turns out to be Bucky Barnes. But during all of this, Cap decides to go to the Captain America Memorial to see what people think of him, and after the fighting begins, he goes back to steal his suit, and we get this amazing scene right here.
Wear that?
No. If you're gonna fight a war, you gotta wear a uniform.
Oh, man. I am so fired.
Number 5 actually isn't from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but is still a Marvel film. And this comes from the very first Amazing Spider-Man film. Now, Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, is fighting the main villain of the film, and they're actually fighting in his high school. And so they break into the library and they're having a fight, and Stan Lee, the librarian, has his headphones in and is completely oblivious. Number 4 comes from Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Now, this one also is not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's still a Marvel film, and this cameo is amazing. So Reed Richards and Sue Storm are about to be married, and so there's a line of people trying to get into the wedding, and there's a bouncer checking names at the door, and Stan Lee walks up and says, "Oh, I'm Stan Lee." And the bouncer doesn't believe him. But the best part of this is that Stan Lee continues to say, "No, really, I am Stan Lee."
Invitation, sir.
I should be on that list.
Name?
Stanley.
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
No,
Nice
no,
try.
really, I'm
Nice try.
Stanley.
In our third place spot, we have Thor Ragnarok. Now, in this, Thor has been captured by the Valkyrie and has been taken to the Grandmaster to be put into the arena to fight against his champion. And so before he can fight, he has to be dressed for the arena. And so they strap him to a chair and they're going to cut all of his hair off. The funnier part of this scene isn't so much Stan Lee's cameo, but the way that Thor reacts. When he first meets Stan Lee before he gets about to get his hair cut off, he threatens Stan Lee's character by saying that he would have the might of Thor. And then once his hair cutting saw starts going, he begs him not to cut his hair. And this is one of the best scenes, which you guys are going to get to see right now.
Now don't you move. My hands aren't as steady as they used to be.
By Odin's beard, you shall not cut my hair, lest you feel the wrath of the mighty Thor. Please, kind sir, do not cut my hair. No! No!
In number 2, we have Captain America Civil War. Now, this cameo is actually Rebecca's favorite, and she laughs every time we watch this movie or we even talk about this scene. But at the end of Civil War, after all the fighting's done, Tony Stark has returned to Avengers Tower, or actually, I'm sorry, Avengers Headquarters, no longer Avengers Tower, and he's helping Rhodes along with his recovery. Cap, however, is kind of on the run, but he sends Tony Stark a phone so that if they need to get in touch with each other, they can call. And Stan Lee plays the delivery guy looking for Tony Stank.
You okay?
Are you Tony Stank?
Yes, this is Tony Stank.
And then in number 1, we have a Marvel film, but not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe or even a Marvel live-action film. This is actually from Disney, and this is Big Hero 6. So one of the heroes in the film, Fred, goes home after the fight, and he's walking through the house, and he looks up at a picture of his dad, who looks so much like Stan Lee. And as he touches the frame, a room opens up, and he walks in to find out that his dad is actually a superhero. And then we have this amazing scene.
Fred. Son.
Dad.
I wear 'em front. I wear 'em back. I
go inside out.
Then I go front and back.
Dad!
Alright guys, so that's our top 10 Stan Lee cameos. If you guys agree, let me know in the comments. Or if you don't, again, let me know in the comments. I would love to know what you guys think is Stan Lee's best or even his worst cameo. But that's it for today, guys. I do appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and before I forget, I do have a giveaway going on here at the channel for reaching 100 subscribers. It is a pop giveaway, and if you guys haven't entered that, there's going to be a link right here in the cards. You have a chance to win one of 3 Emerald City Comic-Con Pops from 2018. So don't forget, click the card and go check that out. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
You, looking at that couple inside?
Actually, I was just looking at this little pink number over here.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of nice. They look happy, don't they?
What, the bras?
No, the couple. They look happy.
I guess, as far as couples go.
You know, it reminds me of an issue of Spider-Man I did when Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy went lingerie shopping. Of course, the Green Goblin showed up, and he pumpkin bombed the hell out of the place. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh my God. Holy shit! Aren't you?
Oh, Stanley.